Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, the doctor on board the Ruby Princess was interviewed by the governing body that's investigating everything that happened in Australia with the Ruby Princess, and she says some very interesting stuff. So first off, quick recap, the Ruby Princess disembarked in Sydney, Australia. Over 2,700 passengers were just let off into the wild blue yonder, if you will, free to go wherever they want, and lo and behold, 700 cases in Australia. The largest concentration of cases came from that ship. They were just let off and away you go. And a lot of it is not people from the ship, but people from the ship who gave it to others in connection to this. So there has been launched an investigation to see how this happened, why there was no testing, why they were not delayed a day or two, and why they were cleared. And one of the first people to be interviewed by the commission was the doctor, a senior doctor on board, where she states that she tested people for influenza, and those came back negative. So she swabbed 2 passengers for the virus, and she had 5 others with flu-like symptoms, and about 100 other passengers with who had come down with respiratory illness while on board that she did not identify because they didn't have the testing on board to do it, and they were waiting for the test to come back from the people that they thought were asymptomatic in the next couple days. Great, all right. And the next day they let everybody off the ship before those tests came back. And she has said that she is very, very surprised that that they were allowed to do that. And she says, at least until we got the original tests back from the people that she tested, even those 2 tests, without testing other people. But no, they were cleared to do so. And now the Australian Border Force and New South Wales government, governing body, are now locking heads and blaming each other for what happened. And so it kind of looks like Princess did and announced everything and said exactly what was going on in their emails and their talks with everybody as far as the border control was concerned, and the health officials, and telling them what they've done and what they're waiting for. That all seems to be documented and proven during the interviews with the doctor. And now we turn to the governments. Now we turn to the Australian, Border Force, and we turn to New South Wales government and say, who did the green light? Who is the person that said it was a good idea? Because the Border Force is saying that the New South Wales government are the ones that told them that the ship was at low risk and that go ahead and disembark. So now you can see the blame game is going on back and forth. Nobody wants to take responsibility for the decision that was made. And it's no wonder when there's 700 possible cases out there. There is 700 cases, and they are directly linked to letting people off this cruise ship without testing. That was a complete bomb and completely mishandled. And so there really is no excuse. You cannot say, well, I thought it would be okay. No. With what we knew, what was going on in the world and how things are spreading and everything had happened, there was no way this should have happened. So we'll see what happens with the next round of interviews. And like I said, pretty easy to interview the doctors. They had emails, they had correspondence, they had voice recordings, they have everything. They had that black box from the ship that records everything. They had lots of proof of what they did. And it does seem to now push the direction towards the other 2 bodies. And so now we'll see what happens when we interview them. I know so many people in Australia are saying, we want to know what happened. somebody's got to pay for this. And they don't necessarily mean with their jobs. They may mean through the lawsuits. So we'll see exactly what partakes in the next few days. Well, I hope you appreciate this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.